So, I never thought that this deck would be this good, but genuinely, because of Ghosts from the Past 2, you could say that you can be a genuine playmaker. What's going on with y'all, big dog? And it is an amazing day for Yu-Gi-Oh! I hope that your day is going phenomenal, but if it isn't, well, don't let what happened at the beginning of your day ruin the rest of your day. Speaking of such, agents, move to the side real quick, as Ghosts from the Past 2 does give a playmaker deck some huge support. DECODE Talker HEATSOUL is an amazing Yu-Gi-Oh card that comes out on this set, and what it does is that if you pay 1,000 life points, you can draw one card. Oh my god, the simplicity, the amazement. What can we ask for? I know players that will give a Full Metal Alchemist arm and leg just to be able to draw one card. I mean, we're playing Destiny Hero cards just so we can draw two cards, and it's not as effective as DECODE Talker HEATSOUL inside of the appropriate deck. This actually gives birth to a whole different side of Code Talkers, making it an extremely powerful control deck that can replace its resources. But just because the control version is born from Ghosts from the Past 2 doesn't mean that the combo version doesn't exist. The combo version can completely lock your opponent out of the extra deck. You genuinely gotta watch out for this. I'll be able to show you both the control and combo side of this version. So let me know down below in the comment section, what do you think? Is the control variant better, or locking your opponent out of the extra deck is the combo version better? Let's go ahead and jump on in, showing the control side, as this is a one card combo into DECODE Talker HEATSOUL, and this is what the control variant can really bring to the table. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with Lady Debug, as this is one of the most important cards no matter which version you play. This card is completely insane. You're gonna go ahead and start off your turn by normal summoning Lady Debug to be able to activate its effect, to be able to add Code Generator from your deck to your hand. Now, a lot of strategies would stop right here. Callie, only got one monster on the side of the field. How am I gonna link summon? Well, fortunately enough, the Code deck, or the Code Talker deck, allows you to link summon with your Code monsters in the hand. So we're gonna go ahead and link off that Lady Debug and that Code Generator into a Code Talker. We'll then trigger the effect of Code Generator to send everybody's favorite boy, Dotscaper, from the deck to the graveyard, and then we'll use the effect of Dotscaper to summon itself to the side of the field. From there, since we have two monsters on the field with different attributes and both of them are Cybers, we can then go ahead and link summon into DECODE Talker HEATSOUL, then use its effect to be able to draw a card. This means essentially that one card combo with your Lady Debug replaced itself with another card in your hand, meaning you'll have 5 cards in hand, and then during your opponent's turn, make sure to do this on the draw phase so your opponent can't use cards like Droll and Lockbird or Effect Veiler on you. You can trigger the effect of DECODE Talker HEATSOUL to be able to draw again. Now that is completely insane for a control deck. One card not only replacing itself, giving you 5 cards in your hand before you end your turn, you actually get an additional card every single turn that DECODE Talker HEATSOUL is on the field. But I'm actually going to show you an even more bonkers combo, as if you add one additional combo, you'll get so much more advantage. Lady Debug plus Code Generator in your hand is another insane combo, but this combo can also be completed with Lady Debug plus Microcoder in your hand. That is also the exact same thing. I'm going to go ahead and start off by normal summoning Lady Debug, using its effect to be able to add the Microcoder from my deck to my hand, but if I did already have Microcoder, then add Code Generator. From there, we'll go ahead and link summon into Code Talker Inverted using Lady Debug and Code Generator. We'll also trigger the effect of Code Generator to be able to send Dotscaper from our decks to the graveyard, pretty close to what we did last time. We'll special summon Dotscaper to our side of the field, and then instead of going straight to the HEATSOUL, we're actually going to go ahead and link into Transcode Talker. we will go ahead and trigger the effect of Trans Code Talker to be able to special summon Code Talker inverted to our side of the field. And you're probably still wondering, Kelly, why did you summon Code Talker inverted instead of Code Talker? My friend, patience is thin. In order to be able to summon DECODE Talker HEATSOUL, you need 2 Cyberse monsters with different attributes. If you were to summon Code Talker right here, these 2 monsters will be dark, which means you can't make HEATSOUL with this particular situation. But with Code Talker inverted, we can go ahead and link summon into DECODE Talker HEATSOUL using Microcoder and Code Talker inverted in our hands, and then we'll trigger the effect of Microcoder to be able to add one of the best cards in the game. Cynet Conflict is completely bonkers. It allows you to negate the activation of a spell, trap, and monster effect and banish it, but on top of that, the opponent can't use the same card with the same original name for the duration of the turn. It is completely insane, amazing Yu-Gi-Oh card that can completely shut out some of your opponent's best cards. On top of that, DECODE Talker HEATSOUL is 3,300 attack, getting 500 from Transcode Talker, but also getting 500 attack because it's pointing to the transcode. You can still use the effect of DECODE Talker HEATSOUL, paying 1,000 life points, and now you have 2 cards that replaced itself. You got an additional card from your hand from your Lady Debug, and then you got the Cynet Conflict from your Microcoder, passing it back to your opponent. You can of course use the effect of your DECODE Talker HEATSOUL this time in the draw phase, drawing an additional card, and now you have gained advantage. You are at a plus, just like in the first combo. Now that is completely insane for a control deck. Not only being able to replenish all of its resources, but also being able to get a negation in the process. Boy, you better watch out for this Code Talker control deck. I actually do have one more combo to show you for the control variant, as this is still full combo. Cynet Mining plus Microcoder will be able to show you some cracked plays with it. We're going to start off by activating Cynet Mining, discarding the Microcoder, but we're actually going to add Cyber's Gadget from our decks to our hand. We'll then go ahead and normal summon Cyber's Gadget using its effect to be able to summon Microcoder from our graveyard to our side of the field, and then we can link summon into our Code Talker using Cyber's Gadget and Microcoder. Trigger the effect of your Microcoder as Chainlink 1, meaning your opponent won't be able to Ash Blossom you, and now trigger the effect of Cyber's Gadget as Chainlink 2. You'll be able to special summon a token to your side of the field, and then resolving the effect of Microcoder, you can add a level 4 monster like Lady Debug or Cyber's Gadget back from your deck to your hand to be able to follow up, or you can add that Cynet Conflict to be able to negate your opponent's best cards. From here, of course, you can link summon into your DECODE Talker HEATSOUL, and just like the other combo, DECODE Talker HEATSOUL will immediately paying itself back by giving you an additional card in your hand, and then on your opponent's turn, you can go ahead and activate the effect of DECODE Talker HEATSOUL to give you that surplus and advantage. This is a deck that can completely win just by out-advantaging your opponent. Imagine the amount of cards that you can play inside of your deck. Hand traps, trap cards that are disruptive. So many amazing opportunities with the DECODE Talker control variant, but the combo version, if you decide to play it, is still cracked. Now, if you are playing the combo version of this deck, you're going to go through a completely different route, but I'm going to show you in 2 cards how you can extra lock your opponent. And of course, you're going to play around cards like Nibiru, the Primal Being, and Lightning Storm. Your opponent also won't be able to use cards like Evenly Matched against you because they'll control a monster on their side of the field. 2-card combo that requires Lady Debug and Cynet Codec, and this is the biggest reason why a lot of players are on the combo side. I'm going to go ahead and start off by normal summoning Lady Debug, using its effect to be able to add Microcoder from my deck to my hand, and then I'm going to activate Cynet Codec before I link summon. The reason why is because Cynet Codec is a completely insane, incredible, bonkers card. Anytime I link summon into a Code Talker monster, I can add any Cyberse monster from my deck to my hand with the same attribute. Now, of course, I can only add monsters with the same attribute once, but I can add up to 6 cards from my deck to my hand. With the new Code Explorer coming out and Ghost from the Past 2, we now get a wind monster that you can add to your hand, which allows you to get resources from your graveyard to your hand. There's also Proxy Horse, another light monster with Ghost from the Past 2 that allows you to recur extra deck cards back into your deck to be able to continue to play. But I'm going to show you something slightly different, as I'm going to go ahead and link summon into my Code Talker by using Lady Debug and my microcoder in my right extra monster zone, we will trigger the effect of our microcoder as Chainlink 1 and our Cynet codec as Chainlink 2. With Cynet codec, we will be able to add the Nightmare Corruptor Iblis from our decks to our hand. And then with the effect of our microcoder, we'll add Cynet optimization. From here, I'll go ahead and activate Cynet optimization, using its effect to be able to grant me an additional normal summon. My monster of choice will be that Nightmare Corruptor Iblis, and in less than 5 summons, I'll be able to link summon into my Trance Code Talker with Code Talker and Nightmare Corruptor Iblis, triggering the effects of both my Nightmare or my Cynet codec and my Nightmare Corruptor Iblis. Now my opponent is going to gain this monster, which basically says they can't special summon except for link summon. So with the effect of Cynet codec, I'll be able to add code generator from my deck to my hand. And keep in mind, there's going to be no Fantastical Dragon Phantasme to be able to draw multiple cards from the deck to the hand. There's going to be no Nibiru the Primal Being, which will tribute off all of my monsters. My opponent cannot special summon for the exception of link summon, meaning that a lot of cards are completely turned off. Cards like Infinite Impermanence and Lightning Storm. From here, I'll keep on with my combo, activating Trance Code Talker. I'll special summon my Code Talker back to my side of the field, and then I will link summon into X Code Talker using my Code Talker and my Code Generator. Now, there's a couple effects that are going to activate right here. Cynet Codec is going to be Chainlink 1. My Graveyard effect of Code Generator is going to be Chainlink 2. And of course, my X Code Talker is going to be Chainlink 3, targeting any monster on my opponent's side of the field. This is actually how you dodge a couple of hand traps like Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. With the effect of Code Generator, I'll send Dotscaper. With the effect of Cynet Codec, I'll add Parallel Exceed. And then of course, I'll trigger the effect of Dotscaper to be able to special summon itself to the side of the field. Now it's going to look extremely weird right here, but you got to do some weird stuff in order to make this combo work. I'm actually going to link off both my Trance Code Talker and my Dotscaper into a Code Talker Inverted. Now, it's really important that Code Talker Inverted is Chainlink 1 and my Cynet Codec is Chainlink 2. The reason why you do it this particular way is because since I have a target to be able to special summon from my hand, I can trigger the effect of Code Talker Inverted, but this isn't the card I want to special summon to my side of the field. So Cynet Codec is going to be Chainlink 2, adding 4-Mud Skipper from my deck to my hand. And then resolving Code Talker Inverted, I will special summon 4-Mud Skipper to where it points to. I will then link off my 4-Mud Skipper into, well, let's go ahead and link it off into my Talkback Lancer. And it's really important that we special summon it where a area where we can activate our Parallel Exceed. But for right now, we'll activate 4-Mud Skipper as Chainlink 1, Parallel Exceed as Chainlink 2. We'll special summon Parallel Exceed right here, and with the effect of 4-Mud Skipper, we'll add the Gachari at Ignister. Blah! Can't say this card's name right any time. I'll then trigger the effect of Parallel Exceed to summon another copy to our side of the field. And then you can special summon Gachi, it's at Ignister, negating a monster on your field. Now, you can negate the Code Talker Inverted, you can negate the Parallel Exceed. It really doesn't matter. I'm just going to go ahead and negate the Code Talker Inverted, summoning the Gachi to our side of the field. And then we will link summon into one of the most powerful cards in Yu-Gi-Oh history, Firewall Dragon, by using Code Talker Inverted, the Parallel Exceed that was summoned under the Talkback Lancer, and the Gachi Oz material. From here, we'll be able to use the effect of the Gachi, making our Firewall Dragon unaffected by card effects. That does come up for particular cards. Doesn't really come up that much right here. And then we'll finish up by using our Parallel Exceed for a link into Link Devotee. Now, Link Devotee's mandatory effect will activate, meaning that we can't special summon anything from the extra deck Link 3 or higher, but that really doesn't matter. We'll activate the effect of Talkback Lancer. We'll tribute off our Link Devotee to be able to special summon Trance Code Talker back to our side of the field. And then we will trigger the effect of our Link Devotee to be able to special summon 2 tokens to our side of the field. With our first token, we are actually going to use it into our Link Summon into our Solomon Great Baylinks. Baylinks will then activate its effect to be able to add Solomon Great Sanctuary from our decks to our hand. This card actually does come in handy, and I'll be able to explain in a second. We'll then activate the Solomon Great Sanctuary using our Solomon Great Balinks for a link summon into itself. And then finishing up, we will use our last token into the link summon of a Link Garibo. So our opponent won't be able to special summon monsters unless they link summon. But unfortunately, they can't link summon as we have done a full U-Link. We have all of the link spaces occupied. So what happens if our opponent goes ahead and turns the Nightmare Corruptor Ibly to attack and decides to crash it into our weakest monster, which would easily be our Link Garibo? Well, we can then activate Solomon Great Sanctuary, which says if a Link monster battles, I can pay 1,000 life points, target one Link monster I control, make its attack 0, and then gain life points equal to its original attack. The crazy thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that 0 attack monsters cannot destroy themselves by battle, so Nightmare Corruptor Ibly will remain on the field, and my opponent gets to keep a really cool gift, Nightmare Corruptor Ibly preventing them from special summoning. This literally makes Code Talkers one of the best decks from Ghosts from the Past 2, and possibly a serious contender inside of Yu-Gi-Oh! I want you to let me know, which side are you on? Are you on the control version where you can have so many hand traps, so many disruptor cards? Or are you on the combo version where you can give your opponent a Nightmare Corruptor Ibly and prevent them from special summoning some of their most favorite cards? Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more amazing content, go ahead and check out these videos. And of course, if you want to see Master Duel content, I have a Master Duel channel. Check out Master Duel Cali. Of course, I am streaming on Twitch right now, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I hope to see you there, as I'll catch you on the next video.